Given the amount of drugs suspected to be within, I believe that there is a real and reasonable risk of attempts being made to dispose or destroy of them. I will therefore be authorizing a forced entry. This is a no-knock warrant, okay? It would be a reasonable assumption that he would take steps to destroy the drugs. I have therefore deemed the threat of him resisting as being high. There may also be a large Staffordshire Terrier type dog in the house. We have the canine spies here. Anything comes out towards you, you know what you need to do. You have powers you can use with regards to force, okay? I'm not suggesting we're going with a flamethrower, but at the same time, this be reasonable. Here we are on a Sunday night. Even Jesus rested on Sunday. Jesus or God? Which one was it? I don't know. One of them rested on Sunday, and we are here, as usual. But hey, fingers crossed, the best part of the job, eh? Right, here we go, into the estate. Inside quick. Yeah, let's go. Double. Ready? Wait. Up by 1, 2.
Gibraltar, one of Britain's last overseas territories. Over 30,000 people call it home, but millions more visit every year, enjoying a little bit of Britain under the Mediterranean sun. Lying at the very tip of mainland Europe, with a border to Spain in the north and Morocco just 9 miles south across the water. Gib's 430 customs and police officers are tasked with protecting this critical gateway between Africa and Europe. Tackling everything from smugglers to tourists in trouble, saving lives, enforcing the law, and clamping down on crime. They are the cops on the rock.
Open the door.
Following a tip-off, Detective Sergeant Jerry Martinez and officers of the drug squad are raiding a suspected cocaine dealer.
Madam, police officer.
It's part of a bigger drug-busting operation that's already led to 2 other arrests earlier today.
It's okay, madam, it's okay.
Police suspect this man is part of the same gang.
What's happening?
We're not being arrested. You're being detained for
Okay.
The suspect is at home with his mum.
Madam, it's okay, all right? Do you want to sit down? We're looking for cocaine, okay, for drugs. Okay? I didn't mean to frighten you, but you have to understand, if we ask you to open the door, there's a chance he may dispose of something, yeah? I know. The last thing I want is to frighten you, okay? It's okay. Control from 171. Yeah, for your information, we've executed a search warrant. Forced entry has been used. If you could please contact the out-of-hours GJBS to come and repair. We make a lot of noise when we hit a door. We go in, there's a lot of shouting going on, and that's done for a reason. It's done to intimidate. It interferes with the process where a person formulates the thought, I'm going to grab this weapon, or I'm going to go flash these drugs. Once that's done, it's back to civilization. Right, sit down here, have a drink, have a cigarette. You understand why that's happened, yeah? Don't worry about your door, we're going to sort your door out, and we'll talk back on a respectful level. There's no hatred. It's not about, I don't hate this guy. Far from it. He made a different life choice than I did. There's consequences for that life choice. We are the consequences in those circumstances.
The intel looks solid. This could be the 3rd gang member. And there's evidence of drug use.
Approximately a gram of white powder. So as you can see, white powder all over the telephone case. He's got his ID cards there. He's got the rolled up bill of money, which I imagine also is full of white residue.
There are various other legit powders around, and the cops suspect they're not being used as the manufacturers intended.
teething granules, basically it makes your teeth and your gums numb, which is the similar effect to what cocaine would do. It's usually used to bulk up cocaine.
And the wardrobe is full of designer gear.
You notice they're all branded clothing. Emporio Armani, Hugo Boss, Aston Martin Racing, to name a few. Which, if you're unemployed, it's a bit indicative that you've got another source of money.
It all points to someone with a lot of spare cash on their hands, like a coke dealer. But reports he had a vicious guard dog may have been somewhat exaggerated.
Obviously, when we came into the house, we were confronted by a tiger of a dog. Luckily, it took pity on my soul and didn't kill me. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? You're a good guard dog, aren't you? You're a good guard dog. That's right. I've had bigger things to eat. ¿Cuál es el combination del safe? Because I don't want to have to take the whole safe. No hay nada en el safe, ¿no?
It's got money, packets of cigarettes. All the packets of cigarettes are sealed.
No, that's clear. It's a sealed lock bag. No traces either.
Even without finding a big hole of coke, for dealing, there's enough to take the man in for possession.
We want to make the Gibraltar as hostile an environment as possible for those who come here to engage in drugs activity, whether it's trafficking drugs, whether it's importing drugs, whether it's selling drugs locally. We will do everything we can, and we actively do everything that we can to stop that from happening and make people think twice about it.
Yeah, we'll have a good look around everywhere.
You know you've got a lucky break tonight. What we found is nothing compared to what was here. And I know it was here, okay? You understand, yeah?
Remember, we only have to get lucky once.
The people who suffer here, it's not you, it's them, okay? So all my guys, the term we use is gorillas with PhDs. I want hooligans who can go and write a thesis on philosophy. I want these guys to be able to go out, smash a door down, drag their knuckles around, then go back to the station and write a beautiful statement about how that happened and why it happened. And that's exactly what I have now.
But as they are heading back to the station with the suspect,
Control from 171.
Jerry receives an urgent call.
See, we're gonna head down. Let me hold him outside. I'll send an email.
And his plan changes. He orders the officers to take the suspect back to base while he heads to the harbour.
See, we're on our way down now. We're on our way down, actually. We're just leaving the block. Affirmative, jumping in the vehicle now.
Said the guy is deaf.
News has come in that the same two men Jerry's team arrested and bailed earlier today as part of the cocaine investigation have been arrested again. Uniformed cops are holding them at the harbour.
Right there, we're just rolling up on them now.
Yeah, 10-4.
These men were arrested and bailed earlier today by Jerry Martinez and the Royal Gibraltar Police Drug Squad in a bid to crack a suspected cocaine dealing gang.
Need to find out.
How you doing, you alright?
Not too bad at all, buddy. How about you?
I could be better, I'm not gonna lie. Just come out of the police station, trying to find my phone, stuff again with this. Good.
Now they've been rearrested for threatening behaviour at a nearby restaurant, and a stash of 15 grams of cocaine has also been found in the restaurant's bushes.
The two behind me have now returned to the place of their arrest, and they've made threats towards the manager, but police officers have responded and they've also recovered from the original scene an additional 15 grams of cocaine. I think they're going to be arrested now for intimidation of a witness, and we'll take a view whether we want to arrest for 15 grams again, and we'll take it from there.
But they say it's all a misunderstanding. They're just trying to retrieve a lost phone.
I spoke with them and I said I'll come to look for my phone. But they don't want to let me in, they don't want to speak with me. But if that's the case, I'm going to look everywhere where I want to look myself to get my phone. iPhone 7 Plus, what do you think? I'm not made of money, you know what I mean?
No, fine. Fine. If that's your version of it, it's fine. But you have to understand we weren't there. So they've called up, they've made certain allegations, we need to investigate it.
Jerry dispatches DC Byron Shute to gather evidence.
So they were inside. They've placed some drugs behind a statue inside, which has been seen by the staff, which was called in. They've been arrested for that. The drugs were obviously found. And then we were coming back down to just do some further inquiries, statements, etc. And then they were searching the area and they found more drugs hidden in that bush, and they were sat here earlier on. But they have actually come down to try and retrieve it, which is why the bushes are in such a state. And they've tried to make off, at which point they were apprehended again. Obviously they didn't learn their lesson and just go home for the night, which would have been nicer for them.
Cocaine has been found near where the men were sitting in the restaurant, and the intimidation complaint stacks up.
10-4, in that case, I'm going to go 10-16 here, Marina. Right, tell you what's going to happen, all right? There's an allegation that you've made threats towards that person. That person is a police witness at this time, okay? So I'm going to ask you to step out of the car. I'm going to give you a quick pat down, okay? And then...
So now what? When it comes to it, I have to get searched because of the threat?
No, I'm going to give you a quick pat down because the offence is... It's okay, put your hands down, it's not America, all right? I'm arresting you for the offence of intimidation of a witness, okay?
Back up to the station.
Back up to the Nick, mate, and we'll do another interview, okay? If you're bailed, it'll be with conditions, okay? Keep hands in the pocket, okay?
Go back to the station, man.
I understand that, but you can't go back making threats.
Wait. What threat did I make to the guy?
He's made statements. He's given a statement to the effect that you've gone down, you made threats towards him.
No, I said,
Okay.
I said I want my phone. I want my phone. In 3 days, I want my phone.
Tell me that in interview, okay? An additional 15 grams of cocaine has been found outside the restaurant, okay? And I believe that to be yours, okay? Linked to the original case. So I'm arresting you again for possession of Class A and possession of Class A with intent to supply.
When was this found? When was that found?
When they've gone back down to the restaurant. It's been found by police.
How's that to do with me?
Está bien, mira, te voy a explicar. Compañero me ha encontrado 15 gramos de coca más en el restaurante, ¿vale? Yo creo que tú tienes información de eso, ¿vale?
Oh, them boots weigh a bit.
Gary!
What's your tread bin? Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back now. Cuffs. Okay.
Vale, queremos.
Stupid. Give him a quick search. Proper search, proper search. Yeah, you happy with the search?
Yeah, I've searched
It's my mom's phone, though. That's the main reason.
You're gonna run for your mum's phone?
Shit, you don't know my mom.
I didn't see the tackle, and I am very jealous because I'm told it was an amazing tackle. And I'm a big fan of amazing tackles. I don't think that came out properly, did it? The other one, he tried to leg it. Did he? Yeah. He tried to leg it, and Lodov tackled him. And he was like, Jerry. It was an awesome takedown.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm quite jealous, actually.
2 men arrested here, plus 1 arrested earlier in the flat. But there's still work to be done to prove they are all in the same gang. A maze of over 30 miles of tunnels have been dug through the Rock of Gibraltar, often by the British Army. Many date back to World War II, when they provided protection to thousands of Allied troops.
Two more, buddy.
Go on, you keep stopping these, I'm gonna put the lights away. Keep stopping them. Put there, buddy.
The tunnels at Camp Bay are older still, dating back almost 150 years, and it's here on the western side of the Circumference Road that best mates PC's Mikey Heat
Just you two guys tonight?
And Nathan Bamber Gates, Bambi to his mates, are checking drivers' paperwork.
We had the same mentality, so basically we got on very well together. So now it's been near enough, it must have been near enough a year now that I've been working with Mikey.
You got any spares?
There's one on the floor here, mate.
Took me a little while to understand him with his Scouse accent. As they say, I love it when a plan comes together, no?
I love it when a plan comes together.
How can I put this nicely? He's probably the biggest joker in the RGP. Biggest prankster, shall we say. Gets on my nerves, but I do love him. He's also my best friend.
So you also know that he's got your back the same as I've got his back. Even if we're in a sticky situation, it always works out.
They're such good mates, they've even moved into the same block of flats.
I don't know if it was a wise choice yet, it's still early days.
Now I've just got my missus in my ear saying that we're always together and that we're never separated. So, yeah.
With COVID restrictions lifted and Jib's nightlife getting going again,
OK, guys, go on, enjoy your night. Just slow down on the road for me, yeah?
it's a good time to make sure drivers are licensed and insured.
Just here for me, please, mate. That's the one. Can you get us your insurance? Yeah?
Yeah, I've got that.
That's the one. Let me just check something on your insurance here. OK. Let you be on your way, buddy. All right? Drive safe, guys, OK? No crazy stuff tonight, please. All right?
Grey VW Golf.
This is a one-way road. Anybody that might be up to no good will see my colleague coming through and hopefully wish to avoid him. And there's only one way out of that area, which is coming through the tunnel here, to which obviously they'll be greeted by our friendly presence.
Hello. Hello. Do me a favour, buddy.
I wasn't in that fast.
Yeah, pull into the side there for me, OK?
Parked near the tunnel's entrance is lookout PC Nick Ramaje. If he spots anything of interest, he radios Nathan and Mikey at the far end of the tunnel.
My role this evening is going to be keeping eyes on what vehicles come through into Camp Bay.
Effectively, this area now becomes a bottleneck because any southbound traffic is forced out because it's a one-way system. So they'll be meeting our colleagues who are parked on the far end of the tunnel. It's located just at the rise over here.
Stop.
Retiring. There you go, buddy.
It's turning out to be a busy night.
Is there anything in the car?
We've literally just been served.
OK. It smells a bit, that's the only problem.
We've just been served.
Have you been smoking in the car?
No.
No.
But we've
Follow,
just been served.
pull over to her for me, OK? Pull over to this officer, yeah?
You stop there for me. Hello, how are we doing, guys? Yeah, not too bad.
Mikey, stinks. Car's got a bit of a whiff.
You been consuming any drugs or anything?
No, not yet.
No, not yet. That's not really a good answer, is it?
The team at the tunnel's entrance radio through an urgent message.
221, 112. You've got a young male running your way. You've got a gunner.
221 from 215. Where's this individual at?
61!
Let's go. Let's go. Get in the van.
Let's go. Hey, hi, he's down this way.
Huh?
Let's go.
Yes, I know. Come on.
Yeah, 112, we're on our way now.
Stop there! Stop!
A passenger has leapt from a car approaching a police check area at the exit of Camp Bay tunnels in Gibraltar. Now he is trying to escape.
Stop!
He's chased by a bike cop and by Nick on foot.
Yeah, 112, we're on our way now.
Nathan and Mikey abandon their checks.
Yeah, 10-4, we're on our way down.
But they can't drive back through the tunnel because it's one way. Instead, they have to loop right around the Rocks Road.
Yeah, 10-4, we'll be with you in the next 5 minutes.
You got eyes on?
Eyes on. He's coming up the stairs.
Nick is hard on the suspect's heels.
Eyes on. He's now coming through the tunnel the other opposite way. Stop!
Go ahead.
That's affirmative. He's been detained. Shut.
Wait, brother.
As the man fled, he chucked something away.
Get your other hand round. By the sign. He's chucked it down there. Okay, I'll go down there and have a look.
Backed up. You're gonna have to let some traffic through.
Negative. Bike is blocking the road. Found.
And
Got it? Yeah. I saw you through.
There was, he chucked about 3 or 4 handfuls.
Okay, I'll get back down there and have another look.
Yeah, 112 from 215. We'll be there now. This is the group, sir.
Yeah, 112.
Mikey and Nathan are approaching in the car.
Yeah, so
Drop us there, drop us there, drop us there. Drop us there, drop us there. Honey, here's the car. Back to back.
Up. Stay.
look at the vet. Trying to fight.
Hold the bike, hold it.
We've got him searched, he needs searching.
Okay, grab the bike. Move the bike out of the way.
He's got someone on it.
Nice.
Let's take
Bring
him
him
over.
Over here. Yeah, it's okay.
Take him out the back. Keep him there.
Here. Right, keep calm, all right? Have you got anything on you? Tell us the truth. Tell me the truth, because we're going to find
What have you
anyway.
got on you?
What have you
What
got
have
on
you
it, and where is it?
In my left pocket.
Right.
What is it? Hash. Hash? Just hash? Don't do anything stupid. He knows? Feeling dizzy? Yeah? Shouldn't have run then.
You're being arrested.
No.
Yeah?
On possession of...
Possession of controlled drug. Right, you're not obliged to say anything else you used to do so. What you say, maybe written down and putting evidence. You understand?
Let's go.
Just watch this as we're walking back.
You watching?
Okay, the bag's sealed. Yeah, everything in there is yours.
It's a fair-sized wedge. The suspect could be a dealer.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. I can't feel my legs. Upside, I can't hold it.
Nice.
Oh,
Lift yourself up.
I feel my hands.
There you go.
Stay there.
Use your legs to help yourself balance, all right?
Mikey, I see you back up there, mate.
As the van heads off, Nick is continuing the search for evidence.
He was up on his toes because I was after him on the promenade ramp. So he could have chucked anything from that point on.
Under informed. They'll meet you here.
Find. Yeah, I've got a good sized piece here.
So I believe there's a third one here.
So this is apparently the third separate cannabis piece that's been found by another officer down at location.
Mikey and Nathan are taking the suspect to the station.
There's been another 2 pallets of cannabis, or suspected to be cannabis resin, located within the immediate area of his arrest, apparently along the path in which he ran. So they'll now be seized in evidence and will obviously be brought up to the station where we can further put this to him in a short time. So I'm absolutely over the moon for the officers. Fantastic job. Obviously, he must have been aware that we've had this roadblock further up the road, hence why he's done a U-turn. Either that or it's when he spotted my colleague. This is another possible drug dealer off the streets tonight.
One of Gibraltar's most important industries is the port. Around 9,000 ships a year use it. It's a gateway to the Med, and many ships fill their tanks with fuel here before heading west across the Atlantic or east into the Med. It's up to Gibraltar's customs force to make sure nothing slips in or out of its territorial waters without them knowing about it. A mystery boat has docked in the port, and Customs Officer Kayla Rombo and his crew set off to investigate.
We got a call from the RGP control room saying that they've had reports of a vessel we're inside the harbour. If we can go ourselves and have a look and see what's going on. Hey, Tino.
The boat, a small white cruiser, has no apparent permission. No paperwork has been sent. No one knows what it's doing there, and similar vessels are often used to smuggle hash across the strait from Morocco to Gib. Boats aren't allowed to bob around among all this hardware and fuel without the authorities' permission.
Guido, llama a GP control por la radio.
It's not clear if the boat's been abandoned.
Hello? Hello, Customs? Yeah? Can you come out, please?
Por la noche.
Eventually, its captain appears.
This person has entered Gibraltar. Practically, all they have to do is jump onto land. I mean, they haven't passed customs, haven't passed immigration, they haven't passed port clearance. But it's clear he's just come in, hasn't really told anyone. This is inside the harbour, inside the port. You can't berth here. Like, when push comes to shove, really, someone would only berth here if they're in distress or they have engine failure or whatever, and they'll actually get permission from the port. So we're just going to get to the bottom of that. And obviously now we're going to have a call to the Gibraltar VTS to see if what he's saying is actually true.
VTS is the port's vessel traffic service. Has it got any more info on the boat?
Right, grab his property, I'll grab him. And he's off his feet, mate, so let's go.
Okay, look, there's your belongings.
Nathan and Mikey have arrived at the station with the man who tried to do a runner.
Don't touch your head, don't touch your head.
The suspect's currently in police custody. He'll be interviewed in relation to what's happened tonight. He'll be then bailed to return at a later date. During that time, the drugs will then be sent to a forensic analyst.
Nick's also arrived after his fingertip search of the undergrowth.
$40, I think. But
this one is 39.95. Approximate weight again.
It's time to confront the suspect with the evidence.
Found.
What at first seemed like a discarded pack of cigarettes contains something else.
this is found. Do you recognise that?
No, it wasn't on top.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Inside. Okay. Wenn Sie das meinen,
Nick tests the white powder.
stuff which isn't even mine, which hasn't been caught on me.
Look, I see the officers getting a sample of the
All right,
substance.
let's place it in here.
On the capsule.
It's gone blue, and blue is positive for cocaine. So you've now been further arrested for intent to supply.
For me, this is why I joined the job. This is what it's about. It's being that proactive policing. It's taking drugs off the street. When you've got a bunch of guys that are all like-minded, really eager to get out there and get stuck in, you're going to get results at the end of the day. Everybody's super happy, and it just continues to motivate us and want us to continue on with the fight against crime.
In the drug squad office,
Kids off, and let's get comfortable because we're not going anywhere, all right?
it's the debrief after the raid on a suspected drug dealer and rearrest of 2 men by the harbour.
Shit, his mum when we told her we were taking this.
And one piece of evidence in particular is interesting, Jerry. A food wrapping machine seized from the suspect's flat.
So as you can see, the drugs that have been seized from the restaurant, which has a very distinct pattern in there, I think it's called shrink wrapping, it's sort of vacuum packing, is that the right way of putting it? Yeah, vacuum seal. Now, if you look at the packaging we've seized from the residence, you can see that it's absolutely identical.
Both samples are wrapped in the same type of textured plastic.
Ipso facto, this was prepared by him. Love it when a plan comes together.
He thinks he's connected the 2 cases, breaking an organised drug gang.
Sometimes I am so intelligent, my head hurts. That's how clever I can be sometimes.
You feel proud to be you?
I'm proud, my mother should be proud.
Sure she is.
Customs officer Kalen and crew have intercepted a mystery boat that has docked without permission.
Maybe you can help me because I was calling and nobody take it. Channel 71, they'll answer. Basically, he says that he's very, very low on fuel. He claims he's called the port and he's called the Ocean Village Marina Pier Master, and they don't answer, which is a bit unbelievable because they have the radios on all the time, and that's why they have their VHF on. So I've told him in front of me to now turn the VHF on whilst my colleagues check the paperwork. They're gonna tell you to call 71.
The paperwork confirms it is the captain's boat.
So basically he says he's waiting to fill up and make his way to Casablanca. And from Casablanca he's gonna wait coast all the way down.
136.
Okay.
Where did he say he's going?
To Africa.
Africa.
You can have his 2 nephews and...
So that's pretty much more legitimate, obviously. Africa is just across the straits.
He's run out of fuel on a round trip from Spain to Casablanca in Morocco to pick up his nephews. But that doesn't mean he can dock overnight in Gibraltar.
You can't stay here.
You want the papers, I mean, they'll...
They tell him he has to pay for a berth. So he let him know that he cannot berth here overnight. And he needs to either call the Ocean Village Pier Master or go to La Linea.
La Nina is the nearest Spanish town. Kalen tries the commercial marina, but it's full.
Says that he's run out of fuel and we've checked the fuel gauge and it's practically empty. So we've called the port and the port are now sending the duty port officer down and they'll basically deal with him. They are ultimately the ones that can actually give him permission to either berth around here overnight or whatever.
Having assessed the unexpected visitor to be very low risk, and with the port officials heading down, the team continue their night patrol.
We're going to Devil's Gap, and Jerry's up there waiting for us. Just a little bit further up the rocks, only a few minutes away from here.
Byron and the drug squad officers are meeting Boss Jerry at one of Gib's best viewpoints, but it's no picnic.
Well, we've received some information that there may be some drugs that have been, it sounds like it's just been abandoned up there somewhere, really, or it's some sort of a hiding spot that somebody's using. Basically, someone's told us that there's some hidden up there somewhere, and we're just gonna have a look, see if we can find it, or see if it is true and it is there, basically. The beautiful rock of Gibraltar, as you can see, look. Look at these views. Don't get that in the Met. We're just coming to Devil's Gap now, to the top bit, and then we're going to meet Jerry. Do you want us to give you a ring when we get there? Yeah, we're just coming to the Windsor Bridge now. How you doing, all right?
Jerry's called reinforcements to help. First up, Molly the sniffer dog.
Perfect. Gotcha. I got you. Hey, puppy. We have some information that there is an amount of cannabis concealed somewhere between this gate and a gate which is further along by the Rock Hotel. So this is a path which is closed to the public. However, as you can see, it's relatively easy for people to get in, so it makes sense for people to hide drugs here. So it is a big area. It's a good maybe 250 meters down with paths leading to the left and the right. A couple of tunnels on the way, so clearly the dog's going to cover that in a quarter of the time it would take us to do a manual search. So hopefully we'll find out if the drugs are here or not. So I'm hopeful. Plus the views are nice. So it beats some of the houses we've been in recently. So I'll be here all afternoon if I have to. I've just got 2 more coming down now. I'm just going to find out where they are. Venga, I'll give the guys a call now. In fact, here they are, mira.
And also on hand are Nathan and Mikey.
Hello, Trojan. Hello. How's it going? Right, very simply put, I'll give you a brief. Boys! So I like the fact that we have a team. We're more or less all about the same age. We're all singing from the same hymn sheet. And when you get that team sort of dynamic, when you get that atmosphere where you just want to go out and work, you just want to prove that your team is the best out there, you're very proud of what you do. Cool. This is GDP dog handler.
Yeah.
Yeah, you work with, yeah. The dog's gonna go ahead. I just need you guys in case we do find something. We want to do some climbing or whatever.
The area is now a nature reserve, but it's got a more turbulent history.
This is part of the infrastructure that existed in Gibraltar during the Second World War. There's a bunker just up here, a bunker complex, Devil's Gap Battery. Some anti-aircraft guns were up there as well. But this path leads down to the main roadway, which is Europa Road down at this end. So it's part of the nature reserve. It's closed. It's not open to the public.
And from here, it's easy to see why Gibraltar is caught up in the international drugs trade.
Over there, you have Morocco. That's North Africa. That's the #1 producer of cannabis resin in the world. And over there, you have Spain. It's the #1 entry point for cannabis smuggled from Morocco into Europe. So you can see we're really at the crosshairs, at the crossroads rather, between the two, north and south. It's inevitable that part of that will have a knock-on effect locally. So we do our best to target it, but we're 5 guys, myself included. So we do the best we can, and we keep going because we enjoy it. So
it's not long before the team finds something suspicious.
Oh, don't touch it! Don't touch! Put it back! Put it back! Put it back!
That was quick. Where's the dog? The dog's all right past it.
But it's Nathan, aka Bambi, not Molly, who strikes it lucky.
That was quick. Well done, Bambi, lads.
I was just thinking, well, what an idiot. He's walking into that bush.
I saw that, Mikey. I saw it first, but he got there before me. That's what happened.
I saw it. He pushed you out the way.
On this occasion, he was a bit quicker than I was. There's always the first time.
There's only one reason there's a plastic box in there, eh? It's a load of, by the looks, what seems to be cannabis in there, so yeah.
Suspect to be cannabis resin. And obviously it's in a container as well, so to prevent anything like the dogs coming down here to find it. Obviously the dogs passed it in this incident. Not to say that wouldn't have found it on the way back up, but yeah, fortunately eagle-eyed Bambi here has managed to locate it, and yeah, good.
The A-team, as I
said. The A-team,
yeah,
that's
the
the one.
Now you gotta open it up, make sure it's not brownies. Might be someone's picnic that they've left behind.
Then Molly picks up the scent.
It's definitely on something, isn't it? He knows, the dog knows.
Ah, it's
Hey! Molly. There's an indication.
Right, she's obviously showing interest.
Go on then, Bambi, do the honours, mate.
Molly, come here, come on.
Oh, can you wag your tail when you pick up?
Good boy. Good boy.
Thank you, Dagan, bro. Thank you, man.
It's not brownies then. No, it's not brownies. Definitely not. Sure. You smell that? Yeah, definitely not.
Gloves on.
Nice find.
Let's open it up.
A bit and a half.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Definitely cannabis. Just over half a kilo.
To add to the over 300 kilos the police seized in 2020.
Good job to Bambi here. Thank you very much.
I looked in, and there it was, basically just there within the bushes, a few slabs. So yeah, not too bad.
All that remains is to bag up the evidence.
Perfect. So what we'll do now is these will be taken for forensic analysis. We'll see if we can get some DNA off the Tupperware, the exterior, the interior, and the drugs. There we go. Off to the next one. We've all known each other before, drug squad, and you know, I think looking at the entire police force now, if I had freedom to pick whoever I wanted, I would pick the team that I have now. I wouldn't change it for anything. They are very funny. I know they've got my back, and it makes it all worth it.